6, 7. What's up, guys? Today I'm pumped. My name's Dave. We're gonna talk about Estimated Profit. I've been obsessed with this song for a time now. I don't know if you caught it at the intro. Bob counts it out: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom, boom, and so it's in 7. Which is instead of 4, 4 or whatever tapping your foot, you count to 7 and then you start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. We'll count through it. That right there makes the difficulty of pulling this off. It kind of takes it up, but I just wanted to kind of talk about it. I'll show you the parts, and then I just wanted to kind of pontificate a little bit because it's such a heavy song, and so we're playing in the Cornell 77 version. Of course, Cornell, I use it all the time. It's just and this version, Estimated is really special, and Phil's dropping bombs as usual. So the very first part, there's 4 parts. There's what I call the intro part, which is this. Boom, 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 boom. So let's do that. The intro part, it's in F sharp. And what Phil's doing here in this version is actually, it's pretty simple. It's just and then he waits. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Every time I try and count my way through this as I play it, I immediately lose my train of thought. Everything goes bad. So I just play it by memory and by feel, like I know what it's supposed to sound like. When it gets to the jam at the very end is where it gets a little slippery. But that's what I wanted to talk about, not as an authority that knows exactly what, we know the count, we know the rhythm, and there's any number of blogs and everybody can tell you exactly what's going on. But to just to play it, just to be a bro, show up and fucking play it. So the first part, it would be 2, 5, 4, 14, which is an A, but you're just hitting that 14, and then the 12, and then 9, 7, 9. That's it. And then you can trail off or not. Like super dry would be boom. And sometimes I'll do and I'll go or just to try and make something. And sometimes instead of going right back to the, because he waits. There's a pause. There's a definite pause. That little pause right there. So sometimes I will and I'll just those same notes, just like a little prelude to it or something like that. Because I wanted to talk about exactly what Phil does, but then we all know he doesn't, it is changing and evolves, and this is like a snapshot. This is how he played it today. So let's see what he's doing today, but then let's talk about ways that we could elaborate. But I like keeping it simple right out of the gate. So we're just about to go into the verse. My time comes any day, don't worry about me now. And we're still in the F. So let's check it out, exactly what he's doing. Right back to the intro part. So this is the second part, would be the verse, what I would call the verse. And what Phil's doing there, and again, I have a hard time nailing the timing. And supposedly it's in 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, but apparently it's 14. The way they do this, and I don't want to get too into the weeds. I'll attach a bunch of shit in the description of the song, of this video rather, blogs and stuff that I have found researching this song for y'all to just kind of just do a deep dive because there's so much, and so like I've kind of scratched the surface. I think we can move the ball down the field a little bit. You know what I mean? But this is by no means the authority on any of it. But So what Phil's doing, we're in F sharp, and then he goes, to some degree. That's it, from the F sharp, so that would be 4 to 4, and then he goes to the A. And then, and then that's all I hear him doing. But again, the rhythm is what I struggle with grasping there. But those are the notes. You can listen to it and play along. So we're doing the intro again. Chorus. So the chorus is really a reprieve. Let's see here. Well, what we're doing, it's in G. So from the boom, 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 from the F sharp, we're just bumping it up to G. California, right to the G. C, G, F, C, G, C, G, F, C, like an angel. And that's the rhythm, it's like ba-dum, bum, ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, bum. And he may add some shit in there, but like I just want to give you the kind of the root, the basics here to get going. Back to the verse. Back to the intro part. Twice as long. You want me to sleep? You would not believe me. Them voices telling me you will soon receive me. Shining on the beats, see what part before me. I will turn it on the air. You will follow me. We will rise to glory. To the bridge, the fourth part. When I call out thunder. Okay. Another thing I'm going to attach is Michael Palmisano, who kind of does what, I kind of copied what he does. He's a great guitar player, Guitargate, and he's a big YouTuber guy. Super talented teacher. I'm just a bro trying to help out. I guess I'm teaching to some degree, but he's definitely like, he has a course and he's got all the shit and he's very intelligent when it comes to what's going on. And it was funny watching it. His video is 45 minutes long and same version. And he was just blown away by these changes, how it went from the F sharp to the G part, which is like mixolydian. From what I gather, listening to him too, so that when it goes to the chorus, is that mixo pattern. And then when it goes to the bridge, it was just went completely off the rails, and he could not make sense musically of like why they would do this and why they would do that, and he was just blown away. It was really cool. And then it was he really gave the Dead gave him flowers for pulling it off, and just this is such a powerful song, and I can only imagine what it must have been like to watch him play this live, and the way they were all synced up in 7. It really hits. So I show you the intro, the verse, the chorus, and now the bridge, which is the biggest mouthful. There's a lot of shit in the bridge. So it would be the bridge starts where they'll come up to D. And this is how I play it. Again, bare bones, just to get through it. I'm just trying to show you guys how to like play. Like if you want to try and play with your band or your buddies or whatever, or just play along to this, of course. What I'm playing, it works and it fits. It's not every flourish that Phil puts in because it's impossible. But so it goes up to the D. The bridge starts at the D, and this is the it's. So it's 5, 3, 5, and 3, 2, 3, 7, 5, 7. Ba-na-na-na. Okay. Now comes the change. From the C, you go to F, 8, 5, 7, and I do what's called an arpeggio, I believe. Sorry. And then right back to the so again, it's tricky, but it works. So if you think from the 8, 5, and then the 7, and you just kind of wait, and then you do this arpeggio, bum, 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 and then you do the same exact thing 2 frets down, 2 frets down, and then it goes 4, 5, bum, bum, ba-dum. So again, So let's play along, and I'll show you how it kind of fits. You can hear Phil's doing some magic shit there, but it's hard enough just to get through this. So let's do it. Back it up just a touch here. It's big to say, but my word fills the sky. Last time. They gonna light my way. You can hear the mood changing. This is like celebratory. Whoops. And now it's kind of, it's like mysterious or spooky almost. Back to the intro part. Like I said, there's only 4 parts. Also, I wanted to kind of delve into the lyrics a little bit. I'm going to attach some blogs. I'm going to attach this Michael Palmisano because he does a great way of breaking it down. I think he's listened to it before, but he's listened to this version for the first time on the video and kind of breaking it down and giving his thoughts and talking. He's really talking about what Jerry's doing, but he talks about what everybody's doing much more intelligently than myself. But I'm trying to just help my bass player bros out there trying to get their arms around this thing. So the lyrics. The song is written by, I don't know if Bob Weir did the music, and then, I forget the guy's name. Barlow, I think it's John Barlow, and wrote the lyrics, okay? So this is Bob Weir talking about, he and Barlow wrote the song from the perspective of a crazy messianic zealot, a type which one invariably encounters in deadhead crowds now and again. As Weir explains, the basis, quote, the basis of this guy, I see at nearly every backstage door. There's always some guy who's taking a lot of dope, and he's real bug-eyed, and he's having some kind of vision. He's got to rave, he's got to deliver. I love that line. He's got to rave, he's got to deliver. So they're talking about like a guru, and if you could imagine, and so this just took me back, and that's why I wanted to make this video, and that's why it's going to be a long video. This song, it's just so heavy, man. And they played it like 390 times, the Dead did. So it was like every 3rd or 4th show, I think there was estimated in it. And but yeah, you could imagine just like life back then. Can you imagine back in this? So I was born in 78, so I was like an 80s, 90s kid. But definitely before cell phones, before the internet, all my heyday. And could you imagine even further back in time where you don't have, it's just so different having a phone in your place. So you would meet people. I used to go to hippie music festivals and stuff. I live in Northern California. And I'll never forget, it was Mountain Air Music Festival, I think, or something. Or maybe it was High Sierra, which is a big one up in Quincy. Anyways, okay, there's thousands of people everywhere. There was a guy walking around. He dressed and he acted like he was a wizard. Okay, and I'm like, the hat, the cloak, the long beard. He was old as shit. He had like a stick. I mean, it was a whole thing. And it was crazy. He had some big like peace pipe thing he was offering to everybody. He looked like this like holy being. And you could just imagine. So now zoom back to 1977 and what it must have been like, what the crowd must have been like. And just life, you know what I mean? Like, the Dead comes through town. Everybody, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I was really taken when I started kind of researching into this. Yeah. So anyways, like I just wanted to kind of share in the enthusiasm of, so I won't break down and read all the lyrics, but there's all this imagery of like parting the sea. In the bridge, he talks about like parting the water. And I'll attach the blogs that are very like smart literature type guys wrote these very, and they break down all the verse and the chorus and everything and like what they're referencing and everything. But it's just so great. Because honestly, like, Netflix, there's no shortage of documentaries on like creepy fucking gurus, Bikram or whoever. And so it was just great. And it kind of took me back to just imagine how wild it must have been, and these guys are riding the frickin', they're riding the wave, it was really cool. Also, while I'm rambling, I I took a couple of Phil Esch quotes that I wanted to bring up because basically we've learned all 4 parts, so we're going to just push through the rest of this song. Let's push through the rest of the song, and then I'll bring up, but I got some cool Phil shit here. Real quick, pro tip. What Jerry's doing, or kind of like the root of what he's doing is and that is 2 5 2 4 2 4 2 4 and then 4 2 open. So just when they go into these jams, because it could be this, it could be the, like it all fits in there. But if you learn this part, if you learn Jerry's part, learn that part, and then just you can snake around, and then like whatever sounds good, because that's kind of what Phil's doing a little bit. See, I get lost. Jerry is really making it sing. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 Since we're deep into a heady jam here. So reading up on Phil, and actually I did this for a previous video and I forgot to mention it. So I just wanted to, like, just musings from Phil on, like, when we're in a jam at this point in the song, right? We've gone through all the changes and all the parts. Now we're in the deep end and we're really exploring. And that's what this music is. It's an exploration. And so it's like you kind of take these patterns and these things, and then at a certain point you kind of just, and in Phil's words, forgive me. And again, I know this isn't for everybody, but if you want to geek out on this, welcome. Thank you. Phil talked about how he thinks like a classical music composer, and he studied music composition. when he was young, and he has a whole thing with Brahms' first symphony, and it's beautiful listening to him talk about his experience. So this is a quote from Phil. When experiencing a peak moment, stepping back and letting the music play itself and getting yourself out of the way. This was like an active practice for the guys to some degree. I mean, like we all know, there's a lot of substances, a lot of psychedelics and stuff, but a lot of times I think, there are probably crash and burn areas, but then there's moments of brilliance like this where they're harnessing the power of whatever, they're using to further the exploration, to further get themselves out of the way. And then another quote, this is just so beautiful. So Phil talks about trying to tap into that eternal music that is always playing in the cosmos. The best thing I can do is lose myself, just be all ears and hands. There's no ego, no Phil there. The best moments, there's only the music which comes from some divine pipeline. Isn't that freaking beautiful? I mean, it's just, so yeah, it's just not a bunch of like, they're not up there just getting fucked up and like, blah. I mean, to some degree, I'm sure, they are. But like it just seems like there's a true, especially when you listen to jams like this and how it just gets dark and bright, but just the way they kind of push and pull and take you through it. And then too with the lyrics, like again, check these blogs out for the lyrics because they're like really well done, and it's so cool. So we got a little bit left in the jam, so let's just like finish it on out with. And I think it's just that F. So when it goes to California, preaching like on a golden shore, the pattern would be from the G would be 3-5 2-3-5 2-3, Mixolydian. This is from Michael Palmisano. So just to give you that, there's that pattern, and then when it goes to the F sharp, the pattern would be Dorian, which would be 2-4-5. 2-4 1-2-4. So take it or leave it, but that's that. Let's keep going. Listen, Bob. Ha na 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 na. Woo! One more thing I wanted to before we. Just to give you guys a good sense of where are we at? This is Dead and Company. Hang on. This is Dead and Company. So then, hey, another pro tip. If you're having a hard time grasping Phil's parts, like he's that rhythm when... Like it's tricky. So you can mimic Jerry's part. If you were playing with him, right, you probably wouldn't want to do that. Or you don't want to copy your sometimes you can sync up for a minute, but just use ideas. And so what I'll do too is if I'm having a hard time nailing Phil's part down, I will listen to a Dead and Company version and try and learn O'Teal's part, because although he is quite prolific as well, but he's a little easier to nail down for me anyways. Phil's always a wild card, So what they're doing here is, and it's pretty repetitive. That's it. It's just those 2 and 4. Open. So check it out. So it's kind of, maybe it's a little slower.
My time coming any day. Don't worry about the no.
Just wanted to throw that in because I was struggling with that, the way Phil plays it in Cornell. And so I just did this for research, and it was like, oh, dude, it was so straightforward. Except the rhythm is obviously it's in 7, but it's up, but and at least it made more sense to me. So anyhow, that's what I got. Estimated profit. Again, I'm just trying to kind of get you guys in the game a little bit. I'm figuring it out myself. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward. I've played this a couple times with my band, but we are slowly. You just got to get reps, and that's the thing too. Is if you're ever playing or with yourself or a group or whatever, it's all about reps. You just got to start. Fall on your face, keep falling, keep getting up, keep falling, keep getting up, and then pretty soon you get, and that's how you do it. But you got to start. And so I know this song scared me forever because of the 7. Like, dude, I want to do the 11, but it's like I just can't, in due time. However, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed all my ramblings. But I'm looking forward to bringing you a lot more of this. We're going to do some deep dives and really, really have some fun with this beautiful music, man. So, all right. Cheers, guys. Peace.